So what had happened was that the Child Development Center had about $1 million in the bank. I've never worked for a not-for-profit that had that kind of money in the bank, but they'd been saving up for 10 years to do a major expansion. And so what had happened was that we had put forward a plan to expand the Child Development Center. We weren't sure whether we'd be able to go on the current property. What had happened was that when we looked at other locations, we looked at Marie Sharp. There was a community school that was going to happen at Marie Sharp, and we were going to be one of the other wings, and that price tag was about $10 million. So what it meant was that we had to go back and we said, you know, at this stage we didn't feel the community that we could raise that $10 million. So what we looked at were what could we do with our existing property. And what we looked at was that we looked at moving a retaining wall, gaining some more property from the back lane, and also doing an expansion right on the current building site. So we were proceeding with that. That price tag was a little under $1 million. And then we wrote a 2-page proposal, and I had a private donor send forward a check in the mail for $96,000 and said, go ahead and build your autism center. Because what we were looking at with the Autism Center was trying to do some things that were quite different in terms of not being so institutional and having an opportunity where the support could happen in a house-like setting where the transfer of skills would be much simpler, so that if you were learning and training in a kitchen, then you would be able to transfer those skills to the kitchen in your own home. So what had happened was that we'd had a little bit of money, but not enough money. So what we did was we went to Community Futures and asked if they could top up, and they provided us with a loan for $200,000, which made the project possible. So without the project, we wouldn't have been able to complete the Autism Center.